Hello, we are at the Monument Lake Campground at the Big Cypress National Preserve, and we were just taking a walk around the campground, just checking it out. This is our view, and this is the little friend that we happened to come across. This is just a few yards from our camper.
There he is. And we're camped right down there. Okay, Allie. See you later.
Yep, and stay there.
Yeah, we are definitely in the Everglades.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on US 41.
Give you a little quick tour of the campsite. There was water, and right here we are. Lakefront view.
They're close to the alligators.
Yeah.
Just saw 2 of them.
Wind keeps pushing our screen tent down. It is pretty windy today. Got to pop back up. There. This campsite is full primitive. There are no hookups, no electric, water, or sewer. So you can probably just hear our neighbor's generator running. We're running off our batteries and inverter. Photobomb! Didn't expect that, did we?
Here we are at the Oasis Visitor Center down in the Everglades. Just a few miles from our campground, and you see all those fish down there, kids squealing. But that bird just walking right there, right by the alligator. Let's see if he gets close enough to eat lunch. He's just sneaking right past him. Tons of wildlife here though. Nope, he's going to walk away from that big mouth. Happy little kid. Not going to venture close to those big jaws. Let's see what else they got here. Oh, there's a big fella down there, and a real big fella there, and a bunch of garfish. Helen says they're garfish because they have mouths like an alligator. But tons of fish in this little part of the river.
One of the gadgets I bought for our motorhome was our sunshade. We can set in here and we can see out real nice. Not only can we see out, it also stops sun and heat from coming into our motorhome. Go outside. For people walking by, here's what it looks like to them. So we can see out, but they can't see in. Woke up this morning and here's what I seen outside our door. Don't see a lot of these in Iowa. Yeah, not just one of them. National Park Service, they were here yesterday too. They got a lot of these things. I don't know what's going on. Always like a job driving with them around. Morning. Well, I just talked to them. They said they're working on a controlled burn they're going to be doing out in the jungle, or whatever you call this today. Said they didn't think the smoke would be coming up this way though. Well, today we're off on an adventure. We're going to Wooten's Airboat tours. We're going to be taking a ride on an airboat and on a swamp buggy.
I think we just might see some more alligators. What do you think, Ellen?
I think we ought to see a lot of alligators.
Good deal. Brought my binocular. Get some good close-ups. Not too close.
Not too close.
But up to see some good alligators.
I've actually had knee surgery to it. Not fun. I love it when he's cold. It's fake. 40 top, 40 bottom. Can you guys see down his throat? There's my mother-in-law in there. Closed off. That's the epiglottis. It's connected right here to the tongue, so you know he's a really good kisser. That tongue works like a trap plate. As long as you don't touch it, you're okay, right? Actually, you can go on the top of the mouth, the bottom, the teeth, and he's always going to move. But you notice when I do that, that bottom jaw does not slam shut. Why? Yep. Top down. See how easy that just falls? All I have to do, just let it go. They crush. All the fat around the neck is muscle. At this size, he has around 2,000 psi worth of bite. When it crushes, the teeth are dull. They're meant to hold you so you do not get away. That's where the death roll or pulling under the water comes into play. The Native Americans, once they had it tired, would quickly grab it, hold it, tie the jaws, and transport it. That's called the bulldog. I just like to give him a beard. And then this is how I trim the beard.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
How old is Charlie?
In his 40s. Keeps talking about buying a red Corvette. No, he's not trained, guys. He's not drugged. I'm just what you call an idiot. Please don't try to do what I do. I've been bit. I've been chased. I almost know what I'm doing. At least that's what my psychiatrist says. Other than that, any questions?
Okay, Sharon, tell me, how does that feel holding an alligator in your
A little
hand?
cold, actually.
A little cold?
They said don't touch the bottom. That's where Gatorade comes from.
Females are a lot more allergic.
I'm good. All right.
get on a plane. The Everglades National Park is 1.5 million acres. Only 1/5 of it is considered the 10,000 islands of the Everglades. The islands out towards the Keys. The national park was authorized in 1935. Woodlands got established in 1953. We started doing rides out here in 1954. Woodlands personally owns 250 acres national park and the big Cypress National Preserve as our private property. The Park Service wants to buy it back from us all the time. We did sell it to them, they'd close us down instantaneously, saying we're way too destructive to the ecosystem, and on top of that, we destruct the wildlife out here as well. Even though running for 67 years now, the alligators and the birds are completely desensitized to us. They don't mind us whatsoever. And as y'all can tell, this boat's completely flat underneath. There's no keel. We can run the grasslands over, get right back up again, causing no damage to the grasslands themselves. The float switch got stuck by debris.
Rebuilt by the Seminole family down the road. When they used this in the 1820s, the U.S. bought Florida from Spain. They wanted to capture all of our Indian tribes and relocate them to Oklahoma. So a lot of the Trail of Tears comes from our Indian wars. So all the tribes that made it into the Everglades were never conquered, never surrendered to the U.S. So our tribes are their own sovereign nation down here. So they're very proud of that down here. And we never signed peace treaties, so if they start shooting, you have to duck. This is a classic shape of a trail tree. If you go back home and you see trees like this, it's a trail tree. This is that strangler pig tree when it grows natural. The big broad tail. Bumps on them are barnacles. So they swim so slow they grow barnacles like you would see on a dock or a boat. And if they come up into these freshwater rivers, that'll eventually fall off. So if they don't have any barnacles, they've been up in the freshwater for a while, a couple weeks. So you'll see some that are smooth as can be, the real rough barnacle ones are fresh from the Gulf.
Well, we are at the Okeechobee Post Office. Smallest post office in the U.S. So that's what the sign says.
Yeah, so we're going to mail a few cards off to the grandkids. So you're going to get a card postmarked from the smallest post office in the whole U.S.
Okay, grandkids, here's Sharon handing off all your postcards and letters at the U.S. smallest post office. Now this is something you don't see much of in Iowa. February 19th, we're going to have our little picnic down here in Florida. We got a good picnic. We got the appetizers, the hamburgers.
Great sausage.
Yeah, sausage, hot sausage.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
From home.
And fresh corn on the cob from Florida. We'll see how that is compared to Iowa corn.
Yeah, we found some wonderful vegetables too to go along with it, so we should be able to make a really great meal out of this.
Yeah, they have good produce down here.
Here we are, all packed up, leaving Monument Park. Doing what has to be done, and that's a fun job Alan gets to get. Yeah. After this, we're headed over to Orlando, where all the animals we see will be stuffed with people. See you on down the road, folks.